The Zephyrian armada stretched across the void like a plague of metallic locusts, their obsidian hulls gleaming under the light of distant stars. At the center of their formation hung the Dominion's Edge, a colossal dreadnought that dwarfed even Earth's largest space stations. Its captain, Overlord Vexithul, stood on the bridge with all 6 arms crossed behind his chitinous back, mandibles clicking in satisfaction. "The human homeworld lies defenseless before us," he announced to his bridge crew, his voice a guttural rasp that echoed through the command chamber. "Their primitive fleet scattered like insects before our might. Soon they will know their place, as servants to the Zephyrian Empire." The bridge erupted in clicking approval from the assembled officers. They had conquered 17 star systems in the past cycle, each species bowing before Zephyrian superiority. Humans, with their soft pink flesh and laughably short lifespans, would be no different. What Overlord Vexthul didn't know was that 3 humans were already aboard his flagship. Commander Sarah Chen pressed herself against the ventilation shafts, cold metal, listening to the alien chatter below. Beside her, demolitions expert Marcus Torres checked his jury-rigged explosive charges for the 10th time, while their tech specialist, Dr. Yuki Tanaka, worked silently on a device that looked like it had been assembled from spare parts and sheer determination. "Status report," Chen whispered into her comm. "Charges are set on the primary power coupling," Torres replied, his voice barely audible. "When this baby goes off, their whole grid will cascade failure." "And I've finished reprogramming their navigation AI," Tanaka added, holding up the device. "Once I upload this virus, their own computers will turn against them." The 3 had been part of Earth's Deep Reconnaissance Unit, their ship destroyed during humanity's retreat. The Zephyrians had assumed all crew dead, never bothering to scan for survivors among the debris. It was a mistake that would cost them everything. Chen smiled grimly. The aliens had studied human military tactics, human technology, even human psychology. But they had made one critical error. They had underestimated human stubbornness. On the bridge below, Vexthul was addressing his crew when the first explosion rocked the ship. Emergency lights bathed the chamber in hellish red as alarms wailed, like dying animals. "Report!" the Overlord bellowed. "Primary power grid is failing." His communications officer chittered frantically. "We're losing main engines, weapons systems, and life support." Before Vexthul could respond, every screen on the bridge flickered to life, displaying a human face. Commander Chen had found their main communications array. "Attention Zephyrian forces," her voice cut through the chaos. "This is Commander Sarah Chen of the Terran Defense Force. Your flagship is now under human control." Vexthul's mandibles spread wide in disbelief. "Impossible. Humans are weak. You cannot—" "Funny thing about humans," Chen interrupted, her voice steady despite the explosions echoing around her. "We don't know when to quit. While you were celebrating your victory, we were already taking your ship apart from the inside." Another explosion shook the vessel. Torres had found the secondary reactor. "You see, Overlord, you made the same mistake every bully makes. You thought strength was about size, about superior technology, about overwhelming force." Chen's image flickered as she moved through the ship's corridors. "But real strength? Real strength is never giving up even when the odds are impossible." In the depths of the ship, Tanaka had reached the central computer core. Her virus was already spreading through the Zephyrian network like wildfire, turning their own systems against them. Blast doors sealed randomly, trapping crew members. Gravity plating reversed in sections. The ship's own defense turrets began targeting Zephyrian shuttles. "Your computers are now under my control," Tanaka announced over the comm system, her usually quiet voice filled with fierce pride. "And your ship is tearing itself apart." Vexthul watched in horror as his mighty dreadnought became a tomb. Emergency bulkheads slammed shut, cutting off escape routes. Life support failed on entire decks. The ship that had been the pride of the Zephyrian fleet was eating itself alive. "This is madness," he roared. "You're destroying the ship with yourselves aboard." "That's another thing you don't understand about humans," Chen replied, now standing. In the doorway of the bridge, her sidearm trained on the Overlord. Behind her, Torres and Tanaka emerged from the smoke, their faces grim but determined. We'd rather die free than live as slaves. But death wasn't on Chen's agenda today. However, she continued, I'm feeling generous. You're going to order your entire armada to retreat beyond the Sol system's boundaries. In return, I'll give you back your flagship. What's left of it? Vexthal's 6 eyes narrowed. You would spare us? Consider it a lesson in human nature, Chen replied. We don't conquer for the sake of conquest. We fight to protect what we love. Go back to your empire, Overlord. Tell them what 3 humans did to your most powerful ship. Tell them that Earth is not defenseless. It's defended by humans. As the broken dreadnought limped away from Earth's solar system, followed by the retreating Zephyrian armada, the galaxy learned a valuable lesson. Humans might not have the strongest weapons or the largest ships, but they possessed something far more dangerous, the absolute refusal to surrender. Word spread quickly through the galactic community. The Zephyrians, who had claimed dominance over countless worlds, had been humbled by 3 humans with improvised explosives and unwavering determination. In the years that followed, no alien empire dared to test humanity again. They had learned that when humans were pushed to the brink, they didn't break. They adapted, improvised, and overcame. And sometimes that meant claiming your enemy's flagship right out from under them. The universe had claimed many things, but it had never claimed the human spirit, and it never would.